Hello everyone, and welcome to my overview on the 8bitdo Xtander. I purchased this one a while ago. It took forever to ship to me, but I finally got it, and I'm going to take a look at it. It's known as the Xtander and as the Xtender. So online, you can if you search for it, it's the 8bitdo Xtander or under Xtender. The A here is interchangeable with the E for some reason, and the whole purpose of this device is to turn your cell phone into a portable gaming unit by attaching it to the controller. So it works similar to the Moga controller, except this is done with the Bluetooth SNES. And overall, right now, the reason why I purchased this is because I have both the 8bitdo SFC30 and the SNES30. And the issue that I'm running into right now is I have to put my cell phone on a stand or set it on a tabletop to use with the controller, which isn't very practical. And if I'm moving around or somewhere, then I have to put the cell phone in my lap and try to use it that way, and it's not the most practical. So hopefully this will solve that issue. So I'll get to it. Here is the Xtender right here. This part here attaches to your controller, and you put your cell phone in here. This is expandable, and it expands to, they say on the website, is 95 millimeters, so that's 9.5 centimeters. Not too sure what that is in inches, so if you're American, you might have to look that up. It's got the 8bitdo branding on the back, and this is a pretty springy spring. Well, that's a weird way to describe it. It's a pretty strong spring, I'll say. You can hear it snap right there. It's very strong, so it's going to hold quite a bit in. It's got, I think it's foam. It feels like a foamy, rubbery material here at the top and at the bottom to cradle your phone. And it works with the SNES30 by 8bitdo, as well as the SFC30 by 8bitdo. And if you want to match it, if you're one for matching, it matches the SNES30. It does not match the SFC30, so the grays are a little bit different. It matches this one pretty nicely. So I'll set this up here. Just give me a second, and I'll show you where it hooks into. So the SFC30 and the SNES30 are identical in their size and shape, and the Xtander clips into these two little indents here on both controllers, and then on the top they're the exact same with the indents where the Xtander connects. So it connects pretty good. It snaps right in. You'll hear it click. There we go. And I'll put my phone in. And my phone is a Galaxy S4. So there are a ton of fingerprints on the screen. I do apologize about that. It's just because I've been picking it up with my thumb here, playing around with this. But if you take a look, it is it's a Galaxy S4, so it's not the largest of cell phones. If you do have a bigger cell phone, you can expand that a little bit more. So you can see this is at max setting right here. There's my S4, so if you've got a bigger cell phone, this might even fit the Note. Don't quote me on that one, but it might. You just have to measure it out, which I'm not going to do. It holds it in there very snugly. I'll do a shake test, and I'm not shaking this lightly. It's actually holding it in very well. Wow. I did not expect that. Yep, so my phone is still in there really good. It's gripping my phone well, and it's not coming apart from the controller. Another thing I've noticed is the shoulder buttons. The phone does not get in the way of the shoulder buttons. It's designed, you can see here, there's the shoulder. It's designed on an angle, so your fingers won't get in the way of your fingers won't hit the phone as you're using the shoulder buttons. If you do have a bigger phone, it expands upward, so it won't go downwards into your fingers, which is really nice. And I've also got a case on my phone, so it grips the case just fine as well. It's just it's just a Galaxy S4 standard case. Like there's nothing overly special about it, and it's not like a soft grippy rubber on it or anything like that. It's just a standard plastic, so it grips pretty nicely. And I'll use it now with the, one thing too I want to point out about this is that you cannot use the micro USB charger while this is in use, or while you have the 8bitdo Xtander on it. So if you were to, for example, this controller here, I have a defective battery. The battery is dead most of the time, so I usually have to have this one plugged in to play with it. And I usually have a little external battery that I just plug in the USB cable to power this controller if I'm using this one, and I can't do that with this Xtander on it. However, on my, and to pull it off, you have to start at the bottom, and it just kind of pops off throughout there. This one I don't have a battery issue with. This one powers on no problem, so when attached, it doesn't matter that I can't get to the micro USB. And you can see the color. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you can see. There is a color difference between the two. So if that's something that bothers you, just make sure you have the SNES30. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. This was purchased online. This Xtander was purchased online for, I think I paid $10.70 for it. You can get it between $10 and $15 listed in different areas. 8bitdo has it on their eBay page. It's listed at various places for various prices, so just don't pay more than $15 for it. You can usually find it for around $10. And if you can find it for cheaper than that, that's great. So it grips the controller great, it plugs in great. I'll report back after a few weeks to see how this spring has done, just to make sure that the spring hasn't lost any tension. I'll let you guys know if it does. Otherwise, I'll just won't give you an update on that. But I honestly don't think it'll be too much of an issue at all. And again, I would probably just replace it for $10. It doesn't matter too much. So all in all, I recommend it. And that's that. Thanks, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer as best as possible.